Hey guys, what's up? This is my comics part 2. So yeah. So hold on. Okay, here's probably one of my guiltiest pleasures. Um, Archie. I say guilty just because, I don't know, it's sorta corny and I don't know. But for some odd reason I enjoy it. You know, you think it's sort of be boring to read a bunch of comic books about, teenagers who go into high school. But somehow it makes it entertaining. Yeah, a lot of them are a little bit outdated. This is probably one from, let me see, 1974. Wait, yeah, 1974. Yeah, it's a little bit outdated, but hey, it's Archie. I don't know about the new ones. I don't, like I said, on my first one, I don't really read too many newer comics. Even though I think they do use the old paper format. Okay, let's move on. I found this actually on my local bookstore for $1 actually. This one isn't worth much because you see how it says free on there? Well, a Mad Magazine actually published a magazine where you could get a comic book. You know, where Mad used to be a comic book. I'll get to that in a second. But somebody ripped it out and put it in the dollar store. So, out of the magazine. So, yeah. But, yeah, Mad actually used to be a comic book before it was a magazine. Mad Magazine. This is a pretty cool comic book. Very colorful. Alfred E. Newman is not in this one yet. It was the first one ever. It's pretty interesting to see that. EC Comics, what this was published by, it's probably one of my favorite comic companies ever. They publish things like Tales of the Crypt, The Boat of Horror, Mad, and later on the magazine. Really good. I just started to pull a couple out. Here's Aquaman. To be fair, he's probably my least favorite superhero. Not to say I hate him. To be honest, I don't really know too much about this certain character. I know he's, a human fish hinoid or something, but I don't know. I never really got too much into Aquaman, but I have a couple of his comic books. Donald Duck comics. I think these are actually old reprints, if I'm not mistaken, of Donald Duck. Yeah. Spider-Woman. Spider-Woman. You guys want to see something crazy? When I got this at Jelly Beans, what is my store, but that's all I'm saying. I'm not going to say what town. Somebody looked this out. I'm guessing to get this from back in the day. Because back in the day, you see, they used to have a lot of these things of mail orders, what you used to get. What, to be fair, a lot of it were rip-offs, but hey. Here's an interesting one. Robin Free. This one actually never been opened. Usually I like to open up my comics that, like I said before, I like to read them. The second one, even if you are clicking on what I do sometimes, you like to open it up, just because they won't dry out. But this one, since it's never been open, I don't know. I sort of want to test the mystery, I guess. It sort of comes with a, I don't know if you can, come with a, movement cover. I don't really know too much about this issue. What I do know of it, it does come with a movement hardcover. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it was sold in Toys R Us. I could be mistaken. But yeah, I don't really know too much to say about this. Bottom free. Here's some reprints of old horror comics. I love old horror comics. I think they're actually pretty awesome. What's really interesting about it, a lot of these old comic books, I'm sort of niffy about reprints. I think by the other hand, they're good because you can get old comic books, but at the same time, I don't know. I shouldn't really argue about it that much, because I know a lot of these old comic books are hard to find. One of these reasons why these especially old horror comics are hard to find, because a lot of parents back in the day and church groups, believe it or not, actually burn a lot of these comic books. You know, a lot of these old-fashioned, EC, or horror in general comic books, crime comics, they burn a lot of them. Because some, psychologist was going around saying comic books were creating juvenile delinquency. Sort of the same thing that happened with film and rock and roll. But yeah, this is a good comic book. It's all in black and white. Now I don't, because this is a reprint, so I don't, of just a bunch of different stories, so I don't know if the original were in color or not. Speaking of EC, I just find this sort of funny. I have if I can, yeah. It has a witch in there, and she sort of looks like the old witch from EC Comics. I don't know, I just find that sort of hilarious. Now, I know I said I'm not a big fan of new comics that much, but I do like these ones. These are Flint. They're called Flint comics. They were made in Flint. How I found out about these, I just found them in the sand. This one I actually had for a long time. If you guys see them, please pick them up. They're really good. They won't waste your time at all. If you like comic books, you like this. They're free. So, they actually came back. So, yeah. They're really good. They even bring back a lot of the old school comic books like Judge Doom and, James Bond and Flash Gordon. But they even have their own stuff, too. My favorite out of the bunch, though, it has to be real, sort of random, sort of Looney Tunes type thing. And they reprint the old Hi-Fi comics. They're good. They're good. Well, that's it for today. Please turn into part 3 when that gets done.